G'day, HexedHavoc here. Today we're going to be looking at a Escalation deck that you can use for the arena or for the upcoming siege. So this is a primary Sapphire with a splashing of wild. I'm going to have a few videos with all primary Sapphire Escalation based with a few different colors. So this one's wild, so let's dive into it. So first thing we want to look at is one of the key cards to really make the deck shine is our friendly little Zip Zapper robot. And due to the weapon equipment slot here, we give him speed, so that makes him a very, very good threat, especially coming down on turn 2. Can really just do a lot of work by itself. You get one hit in, and that's already giving you a lot of value for your escalation cards. But yeah, if you can get multiple hits in, well then obviously the more the better. The escalation cards that we're using in here, so from Sapphire we're getting the Bounty of the Magus, which is the main card draw engine. From Wild, we're getting Crash of Beasts, which is one of the main win conditions to make a bunch of rhinoceroses. And there are 3/3s with Crush. And we've also got a 1 of Ruthless Ripping, which honestly you could use multiple. Like I'm tempted to put 2 in, as it does have some very nice, obviously it's already a +4/+4 from without any escalation, and going to 8 and then 12 and 16, you can get out of control very easily and win the game by itself. And it has a few good targets in the deck, one of them being the Heartsworn Caller with its equipment slot, using the head slot here. Gives it, when it deals damage, you gain charges equal to the amount of damage it's dealing. So in this case, with a Ruthless Ripping, that's going to be 6 damage, that's going to be 6 charges. But we also have some other things that can help with that, and that is a card that I wanted to try out, which was Glimmerfly Dance. It's a 2-cost, quick action, draw a card. If the drawing card is a resource, you play it. If the drawing card is a troop, it gets +2 and +2 and Spell Shield, which is the key part we're looking at here. Otherwise, if it's anything else, you're going to gain some health. So the +2 and Spell Shield on a troop is the relevant factor here. So the reason why that is really good is because, so on the Heartsworn here, we're going to have a Spell Shielded dude that's going to give us a lot of charges. So that's going to be awesome. We could also hit the Zip Zapper, which will be really nice, because now it's going to just keep hitting in probably multiple times. And, again, that Spell Shield is going to make things tough for your opponents. Now, the one downside to this version that I've got here, I've actually just put in Dream Eagle. And we don't want to hit that with it, because this is mainly there just to use the glove equipment here to look at the top 4 cards of your deck and put them into your hand. That's to get you to your escalation cards, or whatever you're needing at the time. So it's not the best, thing to hit there. The other thing with this as well, the feet give you Fate Weave, so you can ensure, now the AI will do whatever it thinks it needs, but in this case, you want to generally put a non-resource most of the time, unless you're needing it, of course. So yeah, it's nice either way. So yeah, so the win conditions really are Crash of Beast in this case. We've also got Captain's Prowess, which is another thing I wanted to use, and another reason to make Sapphire my primary is because when you play an action you can copy it. So on the Glimmerfly, that's fine, you're getting that copied, but obviously the main things you want to copy are your Escalate cards. You'll get another one in your deck, and you'll also escalate further, so it's really nice. I'm thinking of changing this. There's a few different options. I'm a bit OCD. I want to use every equipment slot. So, I was looking through all the different stuff. Now, I could use a Replipopper for an alternate win condition. Replipopper being a very nice 3-drop. I was also looking at this, the Illusionary Schemer, which is a PvE card. Has a very nice glove equipment here, making it so when it deploys, 6 random non-resource cards in your deck get when you play this, copy it. So that's pretty damn strong. You can also use the headpiece to make it so it copies it twice, which is pretty damn crazy. So I'm tempted to try that out. Maybe I will later. It's also a flyer, so it's also not bad to hit with the Glimmerfly, making it a 4/6 with Spell Shield. But yeah, the main reason you'd be wanting that is for the effect there that it does on deploying. So I don't actually have 4 of them yet, so I'll get those and try it out later. But yeah, so the main things here: Zip Zapper to escalate, Syzygy to reduce cost of your actions, so that'll make it easier to just go bananas. And then Captains to copy, Dream Eagle to search, Glimmer to either get what you need, you know, resources, or buffing troops. You know, if you're lucky to hit a Zip Zapper or a Caller, these are the main two payoffs for that. And if I do, like, I might put Replicopter in, because honestly that with Spell Shield is decent as well. Be a 5/4, has a decent glove equipment as well. But I'll you know, maybe share your thoughts on what you would use in the glove slot there. But so yeah, so we've also got Holt. Now I just, again, being OCD, was looking through the different chess pieces. I had a few different things that I've been thinking of using, but then I was like, you know what, I'll just put Holt in there. It's cheap, and its equipment is interesting. You know, get a free turret wall, which is interesting. So I threw that in there. So that's pretty much all the equipment there. So again, the headpiece for the Heartsworn Caller, the Sacred Stones, the trinket there for the Glimmerfly, the chest piece for the Holt, the gloves for the Eagle, slippers for the Glimmerfly slippers for the Glimmerfly Dance, and then the Escalators one, which is the key part. You know, if you're going to do any Escalate deck, and you're going to use Zip Zapper, you need this Escalators wand. It's very good. So let's see it in action, shall we? Cancel. Let's save. That's because I just put in the Dream Eagles, even though they're not the best with the Glimmerfly. But if we, you know, it's not the worst. So let's go. Let's see how that works. So this is just basically the first build of what I'm doing with Sapphire Wild Escalation, and maybe I'll end up using this for my siege. Who knows? For my keep defense. But I have some other ones. So I'll have some other videos with Sapphire. Always Sapphire is the primary, and I'm going to have a Sapphire Ruby one and a Sapphire Blood. So check those out. For now, let's see how this works out. So I'm using the just gain 5 health champion at the moment. This hand is nothing too exciting in terms of the curve, but it's okay. I would have liked to have showed off the Zip Zapper on 2 or something, but we'll see. So yeah, the Heartsworn is interesting just because you know, I could go 9-ver, for example, for the banner. Let me just get this on the board here. So yeah, 9-ver with a banner, but that does rely on you really getting this guy out and, you know, getting some hits in with it for you to accelerate that. In this case, he's dead already, so I figured I'll just go with this for now, because a bit of health is fine. So we've got the Crash of Beasts we can do here, so we can actually get, you know, now that it's escalated, this one here is going to make 2 Rhinos, or we can already have 3 Rhinos on the board. That one's dead, that's fine. Again, this hand wasn't too exciting in terms of what it's doing. Maybe we'll get to show off the Holt here. That'd be kind of cool. Grab the Sapphire. We'll get the 5 health here. And now we just want the AI to play something quick speed. I'll counter anything. Nope, that's not. Oh well, that's fine. We'll have it eventually. Oh, another Crash of Beasts. All right, we'll do it. All the Rhinos. So now the weakness to this type of deck is clearly, you know, when it comes to siege, you know, it's the attackers are using standard decks, and Mono Blood is obviously very strong, and Bride of the Damned will just potentially chew this deck apart because, you know, they get a Bride down and then do a Massacre and steal all your Rhino, pretty much all your troops. You could still technically, you know, if you then drew a Crash of Beasts, you could get more Rhinos, but, you know, not having really any ways to deal with the Bride, you're probably not going to have a good time in that scenario. So sadly, no Zip Zapper means, you know, the escalation isn't too crazy. Might as well play that. I'll just swing in here. So now the bounties will draw 2 cards per, but yeah, so really, you know, there's one of the downsides to doing an escalate deck is if you don't get the Zip Zapper, it can be underwhelming. In this case, I have my Crash of Beasts escalated very nicely, so that's an upside, but you want to get the Zip because he escalates all of the cards, so I'm actually just going to hold back here real quick. That's a lot of Decrees of Banishing there from the AI. Play something quick, I want a turtle wall. Ah, that's in the holes. Maybe I'll change this. Again, you know, if you have any suggestions, I just was looking through all the different equipments. Try and find something that I thought was fun, but also useful. But yeah, if you have any suggestions for potentially the chess piece there, I mean, I was looking at a few different ones. There's a Death Sentence PvE card, that's not too bad. Maybe I'll put that back. Because it does basically turn a troop into a free counter for opposing troops. Oh, what am I doing here? Let's just give it a nightfall. It'll buff that, whatever. We'll maybe get to see something quick. Come on. Quick speed, go. Flippity floobs. Alright, have another floobs. Alright, so can I get a bounty of the Magus? That's not too bad. We can Fate Weave. So let's see what we get. It's a Zippy. Alright, that's good. Now he's the kicker. Spell Shield. He is gonna do well. He might even just win game by himself. Because, yeah, just will the AI get a big enough blocker? Because it can't kill it with removal. So you might even just swing in. But now the beauty of that obviously is what it does. You know, that's what you want to hit with the Glimmerfly. And now we're going to get 5 rhinos over here. Technically I played that wrong, but it's not a big deal. Obviously you want to hit first. That's something I'm actually curious about, is if the AI will know to do that, to hit first, or will it just do what I did and get a bit excited? Does the AI get excited and just play its cards? Technically you should be playing. Alright, so that's good. We can now do that. Get a bounty of the Magus, maybe? Alright, well, I guess we grab another Crasher Beast. We'll hit in first this time, and we could obviously kill the AI. I'll do that in a moment. Let's do this first. So escalate from 7 rhinos to 8. And also the bounty's probably at 4 now, or 3? I don't know. I think it's at 4. Bounty of the Magus should be at 4. We'll just see if we can ever use one of these ults. So they're maybe not the best. I mean, against players they're probably fine. So there's the bounty I wanted to see. So I'll hit in first just to show you how crazy it can get. It's all, you know, thanks to the Zip Zapper, obviously. We're also going to reduce the cost of all the subsequent bounties and that one as well. Sadly didn't get another one. We can play a resource here. Crasher Beast is now 1 cost. So we can just go, make all the rhinos, get the caller down, which, you know, I might change this card as well, but I don't mind it because it does, you know, give you a lot of charges and getting health. You know, it's something the AI doesn't have to worry about in terms of when to use the charge power and all that sort of stuff. Same with Ninevo, you know, the AI will just use it when it has the ability to. I just went with this for now. Might end up changing it, didn't really explore it too much in terms of that. So there's a good enough blocker for the Zippy, so he's dealt with now. Let's see what this gives us. We want to get a bounty. A Captain's Parrot, not bad. So Captain's Parrot, if we... I'll just pass the turn here. Instead of killing the AI, I'll just, you know, demonstrate a bit further. Still got all these halts. Free Tower Walls if we ever get to use them. Maybe this deck here doesn't run any quick speed stuff. But I assume, you know, when players are Challenger keeps, there's going to be... Wow, I drew all of them. I don't even want to play them now anymore, though, because I got the Parrot. I want to draw a bounty and get it copied and go, whee! But, don't want this video to go too long, so I'll give it a couple of turns here. Let's see if we can get the bounty. Come on. Alright, well, now that's going to get copied. That's fine, we'll let that get copied. We can put 2 actual cards on top. In this case, we get another Zippy. Another Zippy. And another Crash. Alright, well, good enough. So, boom. Obviously, I could have attacked, but we'll just make more rhinos. Let's full swing now and finish off the AI. So this got buffed twice there due to the double actions played. But not exactly relevant. So, blah blah, minus 62 health. So, yeah, I mean, this, as I said, will be very weak probably to Mono Blood. Obviously, if you hit Spell Shield, you know, Glimmerfly onto Zip Zapper, that will do a lot of work. And might do enough, you know, and obviously any Blood players that don't draw Bride are not going to, you know, probably not going to be able to do enough, because stealing all your rhinos is the key, probably, you know, especially if you get the Zip Zapper doing its work. If you make all those rhinos, killing them isn't going to be enough for them. They really need to steal them, because you're eventually going to just get your rhinos again. Now, how well the AI will play the deck, who knows? But the beauty of the Siege is going to have the ability to watch the AI. You know, you can watch matches that have happened where people have challenged your keep, you'll be able to watch and see how the AI played it, and that way you can then tweak. It's like, oh, okay, that card, the AI is not really doing what I intended, or just whatever, and you can tweak things, and based on what other people are using as well. It's like maybe some weaknesses to various things you can then tweak based on watching the replays. So very nice. So yeah, that was the Sapphire Wild Escalation version there, utilizing all the equipment. Again, I might take the halts out. I think that might be fine against actual players, because I expect them to have some quick action things in there. But that's what tweaking is for. But yeah, so that was that version. Go check out my other videos. I'll have a Sapphire Ruby one and a Sapphire Blood one. So thank you for watching that, and take care. Actually, before I head off, let me just change the curve view there so you can see things a bit easier, I hope. Shouldn't be too hard, but yeah, I guess you can see everything there in the available. 21 resources as well. And yeah. Alright, anyway. Floaty Floobs, take care.